don't know what else to say, Bigby. We have to put an end to this.
The first episode of The Wolf Among Us was an important step for Telltale. It convincingly showed that The Walking Dead hasn't cast too long a shadow, with characters rivaling Lee and Clementine. Yet the Big Bad Wolf's second outing is deliberately slower. Instead of mimicking the highs of the debut, Episode 2 acts as a bridge, introducing a wider conflict that will surely anchor the rest of the series.
Oh, were you planning on using that? I just thought you really liked rubbing your little sword.
It's hard not to be suspicious about what that bridge is building toward, though, since Telltale doesn't seem to mind pulling the rug out from under you. Episode 2 elaborates on some of the more impactful moments of the previous episode, but maybe not in the way you'd hope. One particular moment is a case of Deus Ex Machina, sucking the wind out of something the first episode skillfully built up. The Wolf Among Us was shocking but fair before, which makes it so disappointing how contrived its narrative feels here.
This ain't over, Big B.
That's not to say Episode 2 doesn't have its moments. Your Big B can be a little more nuanced than he was in Episode 1, and his best interactions come when he's gathering information. It's a case of good cop, bad cop, as you choose between instilling fear and building trust. Big B's dialogue options do a great job of reflecting how you've interpreted the world. Are these characters the scum they seem, or unfortunate people in unfortunate circumstances?
I have to know.
The new additions to the cast are less consistent. Jack, one of the more prominent characters in the comics, receives so little screen time that his presence is hardly felt. Georgie, a black-hearted strip club owner, is really the star of the episode. He's so vulgar and repulsive that you can practically smell the stench of cigarette smoke and alcohol that surely clings to him. Getting a chance to make Georgie squirm feels like just desserts.
Oh dear. I'm afraid it might be a fake name, Bigby.
For as good as they are at telling tales, Telltale can't seem to squash grating technical problems, which were troublesome in The Walking Dead and are just as prevalent in The Wolf Among Us. Delayed audio, unclickable objects, and screen tearing each appeared at least once during our time with the second episode. None of it halted progress, but considering how long these types of issues have appeared in Telltale games, it's only become more aggravating.
Pity these can't solve murders.
Episode 2 puts The Wolf Among Us in an awkward place. Telltale shows enough of its hand to interest players in the rest of the story, but the unevenness of the second episode deflates the enthusiasm that the first worked so hard to earn. It's difficult to tell how strong the series will become, but right now, it's tough to accept good when you're used to great.
Bloody bastard fucking shit! You proud of yourself, mate? Proud of your little mess?